Wise words of wisdom, inspirational quotes, IQ. The simple act of paying attention can take you a long way. Keanu Reeves. Always keep your ego in check and not be afraid to listen. Listening is a great art form. Clint Eastwood. True courage is when you are scared to death and still saddle up and ride in. John Wayne. The ultimate definition of insanity is to prostitute your Monday through Friday for the paycheck of Saturday and Sunday. N.J. DeMarco. Losers quit when they fail. Winners fail until they succeed. Robert Kiyosaki. Dream big, think big, be big. Dan Pena. If you aren't gonna say exactly how and what you feel, you might as well not say anything at all. Johnny Cash. History is written by the dreamers, not the doubters. Donald Trump. Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today. James Dean. Don't be so bitter about a bad experience from your past that you miss the opportunities in front of you. Robert Kiyosaki. Knowledge talks, wisdom listens. Jimi Hendrix. Progress often masquerades as trouble. Dan Pena. Create yourself a mathematical equation that scales, then work that equation to death while acting, assessing, and adjusting along the way. Equations that scale make their owners rich. Equations that do not make their owners slaves to the system of trading time for money. N.J. DeMarco. Work like there is someone working 24 hours a day to take it all away from you. Mark Cuban. Just because you are a character doesn't mean you have character. Quentin Tarantino. Avoid your comfort zone. It's probably outdated anyway. Donald Trump. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Henry Ford. A 6-day work week makes our slavery and its discomfort too obvious, so we're gifted an extra day of comfort and consumption to engorge our complacency. N.J. DeMarco. If you want to be rich, simply serve more people. Robert Kiyosaki. Trust nothing but your own experience. David Bowie. Do not try to do everything. Do one thing well. Steve Jobs. Don't get caught up in how many hours you work. Judge success based on having goals and measuring your results. Hard work, and lots of it, is certainly needed, but focus on what you get done. Mark Cuban. I wore black because I liked it. I still do, and wearing it still means something to me. It's still my symbol of rebellion against a stagnant status quo, against our hypocritical houses of God, against people whose minds are closed to others' ideas. Johnny Cash. One of the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make is that we lie to ourselves. We don't step back and look at ourselves like a competitor would. Mark Cuban. You can't just keep doing what works one time. Everything around you is changing. To succeed, stay out in front of change. Sam Walton. Don't count the days, make the days count. Muhammad Ali. The more security you seek, the less freedom you have. Robert Kiyosaki. Don't waste time on things you can't change. Dan Pena. A goal is not always meant to be reached. It often serves simply as something to aim at. Bruce Lee. I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. Elon Musk. The more I learn, the more excited I get. Johnny Cash. If you accept conventional wisdom from conventional people living conventional lives, can you expect to be anything but conventional? M.J. DeMarco. To succeed in this world, you have to change all the time. Sam Walton. Wherever there is change, and wherever there is uncertainty, there is opportunity. Mark Cuban. I'm the one that's got to die when it's time for me to die. So let me live my life the way I want to. Jimi Hendrix. The worst things in history have happened when people stop thinking for themselves, especially when they allow themselves to be influenced by negative people. That's what gives rise to dictators. Avoid that at all costs. Stop it first on a personal level, and you will have contributed to world sanity as well as your own. Donald Trump.
You are watching Wise Words of Wisdom, Inspirational Quotes, IQ, the Inspirational Quotes channel everyone goes to for their daily motivation and to learn from the most successful men and women in history. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you never miss a new episode. Today's sponsor is Bob Proctor and the Proctor Gallagher Institute. Discover the secret to having good luck from America's greatest prosperity teacher, Bob Proctor. 6 Minutes to Success is based on Bob's more than 50 years of research into what makes or keeps people from being successful. Get instant access to the free video right now. The link is in the description. Now let's get back to more great quotes.
It doesn't make sense to hire smart people and tell them what to do. We hire smart people so they can tell us what to do. Steve Jobs. Quantum leap success means fishing with nets, not just with lines. Dan Pena. Before you start pointing fingers, make sure your hands are clean. Jimi Hendrix. I have tried to live my life so that my family would love me and my friends respect me. The others can do whatever the hell they please. John Wayne. I don't know where I'm going from here, but I promise it won't be boring. David Bowie. Greatest thing in life is experience. Even mistakes have value. Henry Ford. Outstanding leaders go out of their way to boost the self-esteem of their personnel. If people believe in themselves, it's amazing what they can accomplish. Sam Walton. I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. Muhammad Ali. I don't look at my life too much. I'm always looking forward, not backward. Clint Eastwood. The best way to predict the future is to create it yourself. Dan Pena. Impossible means that you haven't found a solution yet. Henry Ford. Life is hard. It's harder if you're stupid. John Wayne. It doesn't matter how many times you fail. It doesn't matter how many times you almost get it right. No one is going to know or care about your failures, and neither should you. All you have to do is learn from them and those around you. All that matters in business is that you get it right once. Then everyone can tell you how lucky you are. Mark Cuban. Positive energy brings good feelings, and dark energy often means harm. But the destruction in dark energy is also a subtle aspect of construction, like how even forest fires have their benefits. Sometimes enemies are our best teachers. People can learn from their mistakes. Destruction sometimes means rebirth. Keanu Reeves. Great things in business are never done by one person. They're done by a team of people. Steve Jobs. A poor man is not the one without a cent. A poor man is the one without a dream. Henry Ford. The moment you know, you know, you know. David Bowie. Communicate everything you can to your associates. The more they know, the more they care. Once they care, there is no stopping them. Sam Walton. Respect your efforts, respect yourself. Self-respect leads to self-discipline. When you have both firmly under your belt, that's real power. Clint Eastwood. No one achieves great things by following the crowd. Have a spine. Strike your own path. Robert Kiyosaki. Don't write what you think people want to read. Find your voice and write about what's in your heart. Quentin Tarantino. The normal person classifies an object and then forgets about it. The creative person, by contrast, is always open to new possibilities. Jordan Peterson. I spent 5 years in college just to sit in a 6x6 cubicle and cold call elderly people out of a damn telephone book. Are you freaking kidding me? I could have done this out of middle school, and I didn't need to spend thousands on a college. N.J. DeMarco. Are you going to let the obstacles in your life be stumbling blocks or stepping stones? Choose the positive. You are the master of your attitude. Bruce Lee. Humility is the first step towards learning. You can't learn until you are humble enough to realize there is something for you to learn. Robert Kiyosaki. If you don't listen to your customers, someone else will. Sam Walton. The gratification comes in the doing, not in the results. James Dean. Creators produce products, services, books, information, inventions. It doesn't matter so as long as A. Your creation can eventually become separate from your time. B. You can scale your creation to a level that can change your life. N.J. DeMarco. The only thing in your control is effort. That's all, and that's everything. Mark Cuban. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. Elon Musk. Always try to learn from other people's mistakes, not your own. It is much cheaper that way. Donald Trump. Nothing is particularly hard if you divide it into small jobs. Henry Ford. You never win any games you don't play. Mark Cuban. Even the greatest was once a beginner. Don't be afraid to take that first step. Muhammad Ali. We hope you have enjoyed these quotes as much as we do. We know your time is very important. Thank you for choosing to spend it with us. We look forward to seeing you on the next one. Click the card to check out another great one now.